to see from Tyler Lytle when they get a chance to see him practice in games down the line?
Tough, hardworking leader on the field, on and off the field. I'm just going to try my best to make this team better and compete.
How did that group chat work? Was that all through iPhone or?
Yeah, so this was iPhone. A couple guys were mad because they weren't in it because they had Androids. It's like you got to pay for it if you got Android. But we figured it out, iPads and everything. But it started off. I think it was LaVisca, Maurice Bell, Jalen Jackson, John Van Diest, and Dante Sparacco. Those guys all committed before I did, I believe. I might have gotten one of those guys wrong. But they really recruited me. They added me to their group text when it was only 5 or 6 people. I started talking to them, built a great relationship with them. Once I committed, they let me know, okay, we're going after these guys. I started reaching out to everybody. The guys that were really interested and were high priority recruits for us, we added to that group text so that that they could start getting to know us and feel comfortable with us, just to make that decision easier and make them feel like they have friends at Colorado. Which I thought really helped me.
What were the conversations like? Is it a lot of football and just a lot of random?
A lot of everything, a little bit of everything. What stays in the group chat, what happens in the group chat stays in the group chat. But it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. It's still going. It probably will throughout all 4 or 5 years.
Were there any guys that you would say you had a big hand in recruiting through that?
I just tried to reach out to as many guys as possible. I think I went after a lot of offensive linemen and a lot of receivers, for sure, just because those are the guys that are going to play around me. I know John and Dante went after a lot of the defensive guys. So we basically divided it up, offense, defense. I'll go after these guys, you after these guys. Make sure you hit this guy up. So we coordinated kind of everything.
Any guys you thought you were going to get but didn't through that chat?
It was one of those things. Like even when I was when I initially came into Colorado, you're hot and cold. I mean, it's a big decision.
Yeah.
You want to make sure you make the right one. So I never really pressured anybody like, hey, you have to come here, or do you know if you're coming here? I just let them know, hey, Colorado's a great place. We'd love to have you. If you decide to come and you want to be here, then hop on board.
I've talked to several recruits that they always mention home and family when they talk about Colorado. Mm-hmm. Have you gotten that sense? Do you feel like it's different here?
Absolutely. The way the team has embraced me, the coaches, I think that really comes down to Coach Mack and the culture that he's built here. It's just a really big, high character family with a locker room full of like-minded kids. So I've gotten along with everybody, like I said. Sam and Steven, I've gotten along great with. I hang out with them. Which something it's one of those things when you come to the school and it's your competition, you're like, how's it going to be? I mean, but we compete on the field, when we're throwing with the receivers and everything like that. But it's great to have those relationships with them, and we're cool. And they're supportive. They're helping me out with this transition. I think says a lot about who they are as people.
Have you enjoyed your first couple weeks of college, just going through classes and being away from home and all that?
Yeah, it's been a little bit of an adjustment. Like I was saying earlier, I've moved around a lot as a kid, so the transition, moving-wise, wasn't that big of a deal, just because I moved every 5 years on average. But, I mean, getting used to college, I really feel like my high school, Servite, prepared me well for what I'm doing now. It's very similar to college prep school. I'm graduating from there in May. I'm taking a religion course right now, so I can actually graduate from there in May. So I really have them to thank for my preparedness for college, academically for sure, and as a person.
Growing up, who is your favorite quarterback, college and pro?
I absolutely hate the New England Patriots, but Tom Brady's always been my favorite quarterback.
How does that work?
I just have a lot of respect for him, how he plays the game, how he handles himself on and off the field. He trains with the same quarterback coaches I do, so I've gotten to watch, what he does. I've had, Adam Dado. I think they just started working with Carson Wentz too. They work with half the NFL now. Adam Dado, John Beck, and Taylor Kelly. Taylor Kelly, who played at Arizona State a couple years back. But those guys, have really gotten me prepared. they're good enough for half the NFL. It's good. It's good enough for me. It's one of those things when I had that opportunity, I couldn't pass it up. But the Super Bowl, even Matt Ryan and Tom Brady worked out together, in the summer. So all those guys that come through there, I love to watch. But I'd say Tom Brady I have the most respect for.
I was